Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn textual analysis of Satire 1.4 by Horace. Let us start with an introduction. First, Satire 1.4 is one of the Horace's important programmatic satire, where he explains and defends his idea of satire. Instead of attacking individual harshly, Horace presents satire as a moral, conversational, and humorous form of poetry. In this poem, he justifies his style, responds to critics, and defines the true purpose of satire. Moving on further, we have context as a part of Book 1 of Satire, which was written during the golden age of Roman literature and influenced by Lucilius, the founder of Roman satire. And it also addressed to Roman readers who criticized satire as abusive. But what is the central purpose of the poem? Where Horace aimed to defend satire against accusations of malice and slander, he explained how his satire differs from personal attacks and established satire as a moral corrective, not a weapon. The main arguments in Satire 1.4 is that first we have defense of satire as a literary form. Horace argued that satire is often misunderstood. People fear satirists because they think satirist is first, spy on faults, second, expose people publicly, third, intend to harm reputations. Horace rejects this idea and says his satire is private, mild, and ethical, not vicious. Second, we have influence of Lucilius. Horace acknowledges Lucilius as his predecessor but also criticizes him gently. Lucilius wrote rapidly and carelessly. His satire lacked refinement. Horace presents himself as more polished and disciplined, focusing on quality over quantity. This shows Horace's critical independence, not blind imitation. Third, we have satire as moral self-examination. Horace emphasized that satire should first begin with self-criticism, second, expose universal human weaknesses, not individual crimes. He included himself among the flawed, which makes him satire first, honest, second, non-aggressive, and third is philosophical. It is not visible. This approach aligned with Horace's belief in moderation, that is, golden means. Fourth, we have gentle and conversational tone. Unlike harsh satirists, Horace uses first humor, second irony, and third conversational language. His satire resembles a friendly discussion, not a courtroom accusation. This tone makes moral lessons easier to accept. Next, we have satire versus slander. Horace clearly distinguished first satire as a moral correction and slander as a personal attack. He insists that satire should criticize vices, not names or shame individuals. This ethical boundary is central to his poetic theory. Next, we have style and techniques. Here, the language was simple, conversational Latin, close to everyday speech, and avoid grand poetic language. The structure of the poem was a logical argument rather than a story, which moves from criticism to defense to definition. And the literary devices were irony, self-mockery, and direct address to the reader. Next, we have philosophical ideas. The philosophy was influenced by Epicurean philosophy, which emphasized on moderation, self-awareness, inner peace, where moral reform through gentle laughter, not fear. The significance of the satire is defines Horatian satire which established satire as ethical, civilized, artistic, and also influenced later satirists like Dryden, Pope, and Johnson. We can conclude as the Satire 1.4 is Horace's defense of satire as a moral art. He rejects cruelty and personal attacks, replacing them with humor, balance, and self-criticism. This poem reflects Horace's belief that poetry should improve human behavior gently, make readers laugh and think at the same time. Thank you students for watching my video. Please do like, share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe.